Hey everybody, I'm Shannon and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you about using journaling to unlock self-love. So let's get straight into it. First of all, did you know that keeping your emotions inside can shorten your life? Well, we definitely do not want that. And I'm not talking about the diary that we had when we were little kids, but I'm talking about journaling, real journaling. But how do you journal? How do you get started? The first thing that you want to do is go to the store, and it can be like Target, it could be Walmart, or you can just pick something that looks like it speaks to you, like maybe something classic and leathery. So you want to have something to write on and a pen that doesn't make your hands hurt. Or you can also journal online on your laptop. On your phone might be a little bit trickier, but overall, either a laptop or a nice journal that you dedicate to you is the first thing that you need. And so the next question is, well, what do I write about? There are so many things that you can write about, but I personally like to look at journaling as a record keeper, as a way to look back at how far I've come. Your journal is something that takes immaculate records. You can look back at your experiences and you're like, oh my God, I didn't realize that I actually said that back then. I didn't know how smart I actually was. A lot of times just like you're beating yourself up, like, "Shoot, how could I not have known?" And then you're turning the page and you're just like, oh my God, I did know. Or like say your ex tries to come back or something like that. You're like, oh, now I remember what I actually thought about you. Or after you quit that job and you're like, well, was the job not so bad? You have your journal. It takes accurate notes because it is directly from your heart. So, yes, the journal for record keeping is so important so you can look back and see how far you've come. It's amazing to see the history of your life. Now, the other way that you can use journaling, and this is really, really cool, is a morning brain dump. So, what you do when you're having a morning brain dump is it's just like what it sounds like. You're taking everything that's in your head and you're dumping it on paper. This should take you less than 10 minutes. And what you want to do is you want to put anything. It can be your ideas, it can be your wins, it can be your concerns, it can be um your plans, your goals. It can be things that are causing you pain, but just get it all out. And the whole point of a morning brain dump is to give you clarity and to stop overthinking because you get it out of you and onto the paper. Now, why is it important to get things out of you? Think about how many of us were told as children that, children should be seen and not heard, that we weren't really given a voice. Or think about how that might have translated even to us as adults, where sometimes you're in a relationship where you feel like you have to walk on eggshells or it's not really a safe space. Or even think about maybe you want to start a business and you're not really ready to launch it out into the world. It's not really the right time to put it out there just yet, but you want to get it out of you and onto paper because I'm going to tell you when you're manifesting, getting it out of you and onto paper shows inspired action. And this is an action based world. And another thing is you don't want to get to a point where you're holding all this resentment inside to the point where it's like a pressure cooker because that can end up making you what? Sick. We want to get all of that frustration, anger, sadness, any emotions, even joy. If you don't have somebody that you feel like you can say, hey, guess what I did? And you don't feel like they're necessarily going to be happy with you, put it on paper. The pen will celebrate with you. So it's just you, it's a private space. Your journal is like a best friend that never gives you judgment, that allows you to talk for hours on end if you want to. But the main point is to get to writing, to getting it onto the page. And you can have several different journals. Like for me, and I have them right here. This is just some of them because I have a ton. I have this one, which a friend of mine gave to me back in high school. I'm not going to talk about how old I am, but let's just say it was more than 2 decades ago. And then I have this one that I got from a trip to, well, it says it right there, Cartagena, so Colombia. And then I have one which it was my mom's who transitioned in 2020, but this, because it's in honor of her, I decided to make it into a gratitude journal. So that's another thing that you can do. If you are looking to get started and you don't know where to start, I highly recommend gratitude journal. So 5 gratitudes a day, 5 things that you're happy about, grateful for, appreciating every day is a perfect way to get started journaling. But another thing that journaling can do is help you with your personal growth. And if you're not sure where to get started, I'd like you to grab a pen and paper right now because you can write these 3 things down. These are 3 really powerful prompts to get you started with personal growth. What do I need to let go of to feel free? Number 2, what does my ideal day look like? And when you do this, you can even write down things that you're smelling or what you're wearing or who you're seeing or what the weather is like. And number 3, what would be my biggest regret if I left this earth without doing it? What is the one thing that you would regret if you left this earth without doing it? Those are 3 great prompts to get you started if you want to use journaling for personal growth. So, thank you everybody for watching. That's it for now. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do me a favor and click that subscribe button. Give me a like. And if you do start journaling, which I really, really encourage you to do, you are definitely going to put yourself on a forward path towards loving yourself a little bit more. So, anyway, I will see you guys next time. And thank you so much for watching. And remember this, you are worthy.